Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel for a booth tour of Yolopark at ACGHK. So we've had a walkthrough by the wonderful staff here. They've told us exactly what everything is, the different lines, what are the flagships. So we're going to start off with the smaller scale stuff, and then we'll transition to the larger scale stuff, and then the very large scale stuff, because there are some really big boys here. So we'll start off with the littlest of the bunch. They're calling this the AMK Mini series. So I've only just gotten into the AMK series myself with the Rise of the Beast stuff. They did Bumblebee, they did Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal. But this wave, as you can see, is all G1. And the staff here said that this is going to be a blind box affair. So we're going to, I guess, have luck of the draw. Whatever you get from your blind box will be how you collect this little mini line. Now I'm hoping that you can get a full set like you do with normal blind boxes. You buy the full box and you get the case and then you get all of the different characters. It's what I'm hoping at least. Now right now, they said that they don't have a plan for a second wave. So potentially if this doesn't sell as well, then this is maybe going to be the entire collection. I'm hoping that they do more because these are very cute and very classic G1. They're about 12 centimeters tall, so you can see compared to my hand, they are some little guys, but they've got ball joints everywhere. They've got pins in the joint, so they look nice and sturdy. Come with multiple hands, multiple different weapons. So I'm really excited for this line. I'm a G1 fan, and I like these little cute guys. So I am hoping that we do get more. So if this is something that you like the sound of, like the look of, support it, and that way I think we will get a second wave. Now these are the big boys. So this is kind of 3.0 DLX scale. They call this the AMK Series, although one of them does say DMK, so I'm not quite sure of the naming of the line. Shockwave is out now from the Bumblebee movie. So too is Optimus Prime. I built Optimus, it took me a while, but it was so worth it. He's an absolute beast. Comes with a massive axe, comes with an ion blaster, and if you paint these up, they can look just as good as the DLX scale figures. So they are working on Optimus Prime and Megatron from Dark of the Moon. I'm a massive Dark of the Moon fan. For those of you who don't know, before Rise of the Beast came out, it was my favorite Transformers film. Even more so than Bumblebee, I might say. Love the action, love the music, that Chicago fight at the end, badass. The proportions on this Optimus look spot on. And because it is a model kit, all of those little greebly bits and pieces, the pistons for the engine and the lights and the windscreen wipers and the mirrors, they're all separate little pieces that you have to plug together. So it's not just like mass sculpting on a flat plane, they're actually individual pieces. Obviously these aren't colored yet. Optimus Prime and Megatron, they're just in grayscale. I wouldn't be surprised if the next time we see these at the next con, wherever the heck that might be, they would be colored. And then when you get to paint them up and add all the weathering, that's when they come to life. You can see that there are some screws and some pins here and there, especially on the fingers. So I don't know if that's gonna make it into the final or if that's just the way they've decided to put these prototypes together so that they don't fall apart on display. I just want to say it one more time, the proportions on both of these guys look awesome. And Megatron is huge. He is much bigger than Optimus. And I think that scaling is pretty darn accurate, honestly. So this is actually a con exclusive. This is a new series called AMK Pro. So AMK are smaller scale Transformers, and the Pro version of the AMK line includes articulated fingers with pins, die-cast content in the feet and also in the crotch region. There's a display base / backdrop. If you get it or pre-order it at ACGHK, you get a special commemorative coin. I love this. It's all fully painted as well. That's another part of the AMK Pro series is the weathering. So you're getting scuffing, you're getting little rust effects, you're getting scratches here and there, Decepticon symbols, gorgeous glossy red paint around his arms and around his torso. This thing is beautiful. Straight G1 classic goodness. The translucent weapons, the massive fusion cannon, multiple different expressions for the head sculpt and the battle damage chest plate. So this is right up my alley, and I'm hoping if this sells well, potentially at ACGHK, they're releasing 100 for this event, that we do get more. Megatron, Optimus, Soundwave, that whole lineup of the mini G1 bots, I would like to see in the AMK Pro series as well. So down the center of the booth, these three massive big boys, this is their flagship line. It's called Iies. And that Optimus is 24 inches tall. We'll get to him in just a second, but I want to focus on Optimus Primal. So there are a couple of pics shown online of this guy before this event. I think they might have been setting up for this event, but seeing it in person, it is absolutely huge. He's got LED light-up eyes, he's fully articulated just like the big Optimus, multiple little moving pistons and gears. He's got real fur. That's a nice touch. It's very well painted. There's rust effects everywhere. There's dry brushing. There are washers in all the little intricate sculpted details. Got to swap out head sculpt with a crazy, angry expression. I love that. And the best part, or the coolest part, for me at least, I was told that he's got a breathing effect. I've never seen that done before, but apparently his chest moves as though he's breathing, and I did make sure to ask if that impacts articulation, and allegedly it doesn't. So that's a good thing, because that's a key focus of these big boys. They want to be as articulate as possible, chock full of details, as well painted as possible, and I'd say they delivered on that. The proportions are very strong on this Transformer. He looks exactly like the Beast Mode version of Optimus Primal. So Optimus Prime, this is the Cybertron version, so there was an Earth Mode version. There was also a deluxe version of the Cybertron mode, and this is the standard version of the Cybertron mode, so it's technically their third one. It's numbered, so there's a little plaque that has an individual number on it. This is 547 out of 2500, so 2500 in total it seems. And that's actually the way you turn on the lights. I just saw them do it. You grab that, there's a magnet inside, you wave it over the head sculpt, and then the lights turn on. This thing is gorgeous. I mean, it's the ultimate Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, in my opinion. It's as big as the Prime 1 statue, but it's fully articulated. And you've got posable fingers, you've got the opening chest area, and I can see the Matrix in there, LEDs, of course. The paint applications are gorgeous. It's very metallic, and I'm just blown away. It's not often that I'm lost for words, but seeing this thing in person, it is super, super impressive. The little Earth, the holographic projection, it's a great effect. If I was to ever get this, I would 100% display him with that Earth because it's an iconic moment from the Bumblebee movie. He also comes with a huge display base, but that is actually not on display here. Still, if you're in the market for, like I said, the ultimate version of Bumblebee movie Optimus, I think this is it. And it comes in two different colors. So there's a Nemesis Prime version. They call it the inverse or the grayscale or whatever it was, but we all know it's Nemesis Prime. He's got the teal accents. He's also really nice and glossy. And this one has the Matrix popping out. So when you open that Matrix chamber, it's like a multi-level process. So you've got to fall down the middle bit, then slide open the windows, then you can pull the Matrix out. And that Matrix chamber is also very well detailed. So just before we wrap up, this is the AMK series. So this is kind of like the entry-level version of the much larger scale, the PMK/DMK bots. And they're also showing a couple of new bots for this convention. We have Scourge from Rise of the Beasts. He's really tall. He's taller than I was expecting. You can see he's actually taller than his backdrop, so I don't know if that's something they're going to adjust, but he's a big boy. A lot of detail on him. And the best part about the AMK series is there's minimal assembly required. You get all of the detail in a much more manageable, smaller scale. If you don't have room for the larger scale bots, then this is a great option for you. But you still get a ton of detail. I love the way that Scourge looks, and I cannot wait to get him. This is wave 2 of the Rise of the Beast line. Cheetor and Rhinox are coming with accessories for the first wave, Bumblebee and Optimus. So Optimus Primal had his bladed weapons, but Prime didn't have his arm cannon, and B didn't have his arm cannons either, because I'm pretty sure the design wasn't finalized when they locked in the designs for their AMK series. So they're fixing that. The next wave, Rhinox and Cheetor, like I said, are coming with weapons and accessories for Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. That was confirmed by the staff here. So the last new product on display is Rhinox. This thing is beastly. It's not necessarily taller than Scourge, but it's a lot wider and bulkier. Don't forget these are prototypes, so he's looking a little bit rough on display here. I'm sure they're going to iron everything out. The AMK series, that first wave, I thought was really, really good. I'm curious to see all three of these new bots in the accurate colors. And then when you get them, you can add your own paint application, spruce them up a little bit, make them look more battle damaged, dirty, weathered. You can go crazy with your customizations. Speak of the devil, these bots in front of us right here have been custom painted by some very talented artists, and they've gone to town with the weathering. They've also done a really cool Beast Wars original series throwback for Optimus Primal that I love, because I'm a massive Beast Wars fan. If you are handy with a paintbrush, much more so than I am, you could bust out your Tamiya weathering powders, you could do the chipping and dry brushing. This Optimus Primal is just outstanding. I would love to be able to do a custom paint job like that on mine. I tried, doesn't look quite as good as that one. This diorama, adding dioramas can also elevate your AMK series display, so why the heck not? Let me know if you're excited about seeing some AMK Series / Yolopark reviews on the channel, what you want to see first. I can definitely make that happen. Check out the Yolopark website, link is in the description below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next video.